like paperwork that should not have been on YouTube. But let's go beyond that. You said that I called your girlfriend, and I quote, a whore and a prostitute. Let's see the evidence. Number two, I've threatened her family and her. Post the evidence. Otherwise, shut your fucking mouth, you fucking clown. Oh, I'm just gonna be so fucking happy when I get you to serve some real time in a real fucking prison. You're still calling me a child predator. You're still saying I did something with a little kid. There's no fucking way in the world that I'm gonna go easy on your hillbilly ass. There's no fucking way in the world. Enjoy your stay. You might be there for a while. I encourage all my viewers to ask him the same question on his show. Show us the evidence. I want to see concrete evidence where I ever called your gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful girlfriend a whore, a prostitute, where I've threatened her and or her family. Come on, I want to see the evidence. Put your lack of money where your big mouth is. Let's just bring this to a conclusion. You've been shouting this off all the time, that I've been some threat to your girlfriend, that she's afraid to go outside. I never even met your girlfriend, you fucking goober. Well, you must be really desperate in your situation. But you're not doing yourself a big favor, that's for damn sure. I want to see it. I want to hear it. Where, how, when, date it, mark it, play it, where I use the words of describing your girlfriend as a whore or a prostitute. Use those words. I'm waiting to see. Pardon me, I had to do something. If there's a factual evidence, I sure as hell would like to see it. So would your viewers. So would my viewers. You've been yabbing your mouth for a long time, making all these claims that your girlfriend's so scared of me, she's in hiding, she's afraid to leave the house. Oh, come on, give us a fucking break. She's out doing the things she always does. Going out for dinners and lunches in the mall with her friends, singing and dancing in the parks. Oh yeah, she's afraid of me. Never even met the woman. Come on, I want to see. Show it. Play it. Where I said that your girlfriend is a whore or a prostitute. I want to hear those words. I want to hear them coming out of my mouth. No AI, no CGI, whatever you want to call it. Let's hear where I've actually made threats, physical threats to her and her family. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. So does my viewers, and so does yours. You know, you've been yelling and screaming this cock and bull story to try to make yourself feel better, perhaps. Justify all the crap you've done to me. That's why there's no mercy for you, man. There's no story to this. You know, I need no rhyme and reason anymore. You've gone well over that line. So many times I can't keep count. Now, I don't know what the court's going to do, but I'm going to do my damnness to make sure that court gives you the maximum of any kind of conviction that they could possibly do on 5 counts. You have been running your fucking mouth every fucking day and you don't learn. And if you really are having trouble with your girlfriend, which I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't believe you because we rode before about with his girlfriend. Oh, it's better that we break up. No, she's your rock. She's your rock. You wouldn't be breaking up with her. She's your rock. She's your foundation, right? Did you not say that? We heard that just on your last show. In fact, I'll make it 10. You got a problem with that? You were wondering if I missed something. No, just heard his last show. And all of his shows where he continued to say that I made threats to his girlfriend and family. Where? When? When did this happen? I want to hear it. I want to hear the recordings. And I also want to hear where I called his girlfriend a whore and a prostitute, which he religiously, on every fucking show, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that they don't hold back anything on convictions for you. I mean, I don't care what it costs my lawyer to push on this and to push on this and to push on this, but you ain't going to see freedom for a while. Fuck your little slap on the wrist if I could help it. This has gone on much too long, has gone much too far. Admit it. You're in there for a reason. Admit it, at least to yourself. Told me, would you lay? No, it is not a simple thing. It is not words, as you put it, just words. You got charges for a reason. An idiot, the first time it ran through the prosecutor, let me correct something on here, just to set you straight, is because the videos weren't included in the package, registered, that or whatever, that was brought over to, at the time, your lawyer. That's why they didn't. So we had to resubmit it with the videos. It was an office mistake. They didn't put the video cards in there. That's the only reason. There's no payoffs. Man, the allegations you made to me, man, I hope they just sock it to you, man. I just hope they give you the full Monty, man. If I was a praying man, I'd be down on my knees. And I'd be saying, please, give him at least fucking 10 years. Give him at least fucking 10 fucking years. If not more. Forget about any deals. Fuck you, the horse you rode on, you fucking hillbilly bastard. By your own demonstration. Popeye likes to hear that, so I'll just continue that. I want the proof. I want to hear the words in reference to your girlfriend. Show us, all of us. I want his viewers and my viewers, whenever he does a show, or write to him, ask him that question. You've been making these insinuations against me for a long time. That's why my girlfriend put this report on you. Because you called her a whore. You called her a prostitute. You were threatening her. How? When? Timestamp it. Get it out here. You're great on playing back my shit. Show me and all my viewers and yours. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Not an AI created by somebody. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I think that's fair. Oh, sorry about that, Judge Kubota. No, I'm just sick and tired of hearing the same bullshit from him. Now I'm going to talk about the case. I'm going to talk about him as a fucking person. I said I wasn't going to discuss the case, other than saying that I am going to go all the way, as far as I can fucking go. There's no damage control here at all. There's none. He's not going to have any control of anything. Then he's talking about dogs. Oh, we're at the top of the food chain. We tell animals what to do. What kind of a fucking person are you, man? Well, we know what kind of a person you are. Who talks like that? That animals should be, submissive to us. That we're in control. That we're top of the food chain. Well, you're certainly not top of the food chain. That's for goddamn sure. I think a cockroach would probably win a battle with you. But besides that point, is that what you think of animals? Well, you proved that in the past about talking about throwing boiling water on dogs that would be a pest to you. About throwing rocks at a dog, which you admitted, oh, I did. What kind of a person are you, man? What kind of a person are you? I've never experienced anybody like you in my entire life. You are the lowest creature on the fucking earth. You should be eaten up by these so-called creatures that you say are, you know, substandard to us because we're at the top of the food chain. You are despicable in every fucking way. Yeah, you're a good catch to a woman, all right. Fuck. Jesus Christ. You're a great catch, dude. You're just a wonderful catch. The boy has to be the dumbest defendant in PH history. I can't disagree with you in that. Listen to him. Show after show after show, and he's consistently telling me that I did something wrong with an 8-year-old. Like I'm some felon. I got convicted of a crime. I didn't get convicted of any crime. There was a civil case involving my tenants. I did not play around with a little child. I didn't touch a little child. He's talking about a song where I used the word pee-pee in there. Oh, gee, that should be a felony. I don't blame you for thinking that way. That should be a felony. In fact, I gotta go pee-pee, actually. Maybe I'm saying something wrong. Maybe that should be a felon. Pee-pee. You fucking moron. Is that all you got? Judge Kubota, I've heard the disrespecting Gilda more times than you have ever even mentioned or referred to his current girlfriend. Yeah, exactly. Look, guys, he's going to get what's coming to him. Don't worry about it. I will personally make sure. Because this has gone above and beyond of any acceptability on my part, of any leniency in any form or way. I think enough is enough. Oh, I'm not scared, he said. Put a second case on me. Well, I think I will. And I think I actually probably did. Why, you think I fuck around? You know I don't fuck around. When I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. I have absolutely no sympathy for you in any form or way. Never will happen. There's no way he's telling Shaw that she should leave him. I know, look, we've been through this before. You remember the big breakup? Then, the truth came out that they really didn't break up. And that was once or twice. Was it 2 times? There might have been 2 times. Definitely 1, I know that. This guy's a chronic liar. How does he live with himself? That's what I really want to know. How the hell does he live with himself? How does he go to sleep? Well, I guess he doesn't, because he does shows sometimes 1 or 2 in the morning. Besides, it's harder than Haiti, I guess in there. You want me as a cellmate, bro? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's the first opportunity he has, he will cheat on her. Look, let me tell you something. Knowing him as I do, don't forget, when he was dating Sheila, an acquaintance of mine, I told you the story, and he lived, I don't know if it was a considerable walking distance, but it was a walking distance to the J Mall, where they used to have the immigration office. So this acquaintance of mine, the very guy that you know as Mario, had his girlfriend go on Tinder on Facebook for the hell of it. Let me see if this, because I know he's always been on Tinder. So for the hell of it, let me see if there's any stuff he has out there. And there he was. So she pretended to have an interest in him. By the way, this is while he's speaking his love for Sheila and all that, right? For those who haven't heard the story, I'm telling it now again. And he just demanded to meet her. Well, the whole thing was their setup. They want to see how faithful he was. And I'll answer your question about if somebody else came along, would he dump her? I'll get to that, but let me finish this story first. Yeah. So what happened with this is that he just kept on demanding to meet her. They wanted to meet at the J Mall. I don't remember what particular, if there was a store or just in front of the J Mall, I don't know. But they were supposed to meet at the J Mall. And he kept on contacting her. She didn't put a real picture on there, though. Okay. A fictitious situation, you know. And this is while he was in a relationship with Sheila. You know, he professed his love for Sheila, all that crap that he's doing with his girlfriend now. Same shit. And he just kept on writing her. And, you know, it never happened. But it was just a test, and this was on Tinder. That's his favorite place. And this is while he professed his love for Sheila. I suppose I should read. I got to go kind of wind down my night a little bit here. You gave Junior Mint every chance to accept responsibility, and you could have shown a little compassion. Then he had the nerve to speak ill of your mother. Yeah, he did, didn't he? I remember all the things he said about my mother. How to do with cum, abortion, and all this crap. He's an evil man. He's a sick man. Stephan says Barry said many times while he was dating Shaw that if she wasn't around, she understood that he needs to get off, and she just looks the other way. I don't remember that one, but I'll take your word on that. That sounds like him. He said that in Shaw's parents' house as well. He has no idea about a real relationship. No, he doesn't. Even if he's bullshitting now, but I need to get away from people, and because I love his girlfriend so much, he loves his girlfriend so much, that it is best for her that he has nothing to do with her. It is best for her. He's getting her into all kinds of possible trouble. Fuck. She don't need him that bad. He don't need a man that bad, and I wouldn't need a woman that bad. The guy is just evil, man. Evil incarnated. I mean, he's just evil, sick, pathetic. All the men out there, all the foreigners that are looking for Filipinas, she chose him. But like I said, it was her choice. But she's going to suffer the slings and arrows just like his ex-girlfriends did. Now, of course, he doesn't mean it that he's going to try to distance himself from his girlfriend. That's all bullshit. We've been through this before. We heard of the breakup between them before. Remember, when he moves his lips, he's lying. Stephan says, first of all, nobody's around him for him to get away from. What a joke. Yeah. What a goober. Yeah, I mean, I like to do better things with my time at my age, and somebody's correct on that, and even he's correct on that. Than to deal with this crap. But that's why I'm dealing with it. To get the job done, to get her done. And get this shit over with. And get the results that I want. Then he claims, of course, that, well, he's not getting his Social Security, but how is he ordering from Food Panda all these burgers and all the shit that he's ordering? Doesn't that take money? I don't think they give you credit on something like that. Where's he getting this money from? From his girlfriend? She's barely subsiding on her sorry store and whatnot. Maybe a little help from her sister, perhaps. Perhaps, I don't know. She had to take on a second job, a part-time job, just to make money to give to him. How sick is that? How extra special is that? What a poor excuse for a human. Poor excuse. He should have been fucking aborted. Maybe he was an abortion that lived. Maybe he's a walking, talking abortion by his own demonstration. Sick and tired. Produce the evidence, mofo. All of us. We're all going to ask you. My viewers, your viewers, trolls, or anybody else. I don't care who they are. Put it on your show. Instead of belching, literally belching out your hateful words, your bullshit that I called your girlfriend a whore, a prostitute. Those are the exact words you said. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. And show us where it came from, too. Timestamp it. I don't care what you have to do. Also, again, show another thing. Where I've actually threatened your wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous girlfriend and her family. I want to hear that one too. Otherwise, shut your fucking mouth, you piece of shit. Stefan says it was amazing that he threatened to put a bounty. Yeah, he heard I got that down too. He threatened to put a bounty on my head, and at the same time saying if he gets money, he's going to pay somebody off to get out of detention. What an idiot this guy is. Can you guys believe this? I mean, you would think that this was just one big put on, because it's so hard to believe that somebody would have that much stupidity, lack of intellect, IQ level below 30. Junior Mint convinced her family they could all go to America. That's why they're putting up with all this using of her and her family. I think I know who this is. Well, I don't know what he did, but they're buying into this, or maybe they're not. I honestly don't think they know the whole story. I don't think she's telling them the whole story, because that would spoil her very special relationship with this wonderful gentleman who talks so highly of her and butters her up every day. He butters her toast every fucking day. He butters both sides. Then he'll baste it too. Amazing, isn't it? I can honestly say I've never heard anything like this in my life. I knew the guy was a bad character. I knew the guy had some problems. I knew a long time ago that his behavior was not what we as a society would consider normal. I knew that a long time ago. But as the time went by, and as a pressure, he was in a pressure cooker under a situation, it's all coming out. He's fallen apart in his detention center, and it's all coming out. And you get the marvelous and rare opportunity to witness this firsthand. Firsthand. Just listen to him talk and what he says. I'm going to ask my viewers, if you were in his situation, would you be making shows? Would you be doing the same thing that got you in trouble in the first place? If you're a reasonable thinking person, with an IQ hopefully over 60 or 70, I don't think that you would do that, my opinion. Stefan says, but isn't bringing a shame upon a Filipino family a big thing here? Yes, it is. Her family must be embarrassed. I would imagine so. Judge Capote says, they're not so gullible, surely. You know, I don't know. Some people will support their other family member. They just say, look, we think she's making a mistake, but she has to learn from her mistake. We've counseled her. We've done what we can to tell her that, look, you could find something better than that. This guy is just going to make your life absolutely miserable. He represents nothing but trouble, and he's not going to be able to come back into the country. Don't waste your time. You're getting older. You're 40 years old now, which is not old. I wish I was 40 again. She has opportunities to find a real gentleman that doesn't use such foul language and refer to a woman's vagina as a wet taco, which is really disrespectful. I don't use that kind of words around my girlfriend. Not even in the heat of sex or anything. I don't use that. I just don't use that kind of language because I respect her too much. But he's not respecting his girlfriend if he talks that way. There's nothing he does that's actually respectful at all. Which brings to the conclusion that there ain't nothing in this world, there ain't no deals that can be made that I'm ever going to change my mind. I'm just going to continue in the direction that I'm doing right now. I'll continue to show up to the court hearings. I'm waiting for a text to come back from my attorney in regards to the second case of his death threats. I mean business. I think you'll know when I say that. My paragraph elaborate for me with him. I basically told him. And I had to give him and also his associate a copy of a couple of his last videos. And exactly what you guys are mentioning on here, what he said. Put a bounty on me and all that stuff. So I sent that to them. You think he's got a chance in hell? I don't think so. My opinion. All I tell him is keep it up, man. It's working for me. I feel sorry for her being stuck to him. Well, what can you say, man? Hedra says her family believes Frisbee when he tells them she will go to America to marry Frisbee. Then sister can go to America, then brother, then mama and papa, and Frisbee is misleading him. You know what? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised at all. But how could they be so gullible? I mean, seriously, how can they be so goddamn gullible? I don't know. I don't know. One thumbs up, we're doing really well. People complaining about how many shows I did today or any shorts or anything I did. You got a problem with that? I'll do that. Nobody's in there watching, so. Okay. I've taken all that I want to take from him. I've taken all I want to take from this guy. Enough. Enough. Hell hath no fury than my scorn. Never mind a woman's scorn, but that applies to his girlfriend too. Hell hath no fury than a woman's scorn to protect her precious boyfriend. I don't know what's precious about this guy. Would somebody want to enlighten me? Maybe I missed something. I don't know. Maybe. Did I miss something? Okay, I'm trying to read the messages, but hold on. I guess he's not a Frisbee anymore, sort of a deformed beach ball. The eyes have it. Yeah, he definitely gained weight. Not healthy weight, but, you know, I could tell you I've seen him. And he ain't lying about one thing, obviously. And that's an amazing fact that I can even say that. Is that, yeah, he probably is eating the Oreos and the hamburgers and the hot dogs from S&R and French fries, and I don't know how he could walk. I don't know how he has the breath in his lungs to walk, carrying that weight and having such damaged lungs as he has. I don't know, he manages to. So I'd like my viewers to ask him that question. We're not talking about the court case here. I'm not emphasizing that. I'm letting that go where it's going to go as far as me talking about things, but I will say, I will repeat it, that in reference to court at all, is that I'm gung-ho. I'm going to take this as far as I can get it to get the best satisfaction I can possibly get. I'm tired of this fucking finger pointing that I call this girlfriend a fucking whore and a prostitute. That never happened. And my viewers know that because they listen to everything. And if I did such, Popeye or Aloe or somebody would definitely have the recording. It would be put out there. Now, sure, you can create an AI or CIG, whatever the hell you want to call it. Technically, I'm very challenged technically. It's been done to me before. The so-called, prime rib thing with a 14-year-old thing. And he's been harping on that constantly. That was editing. I would never, and I got the intellect enough to know, especially on YouTube, if I ever would say anything, that's something I would not say. I'm not that stupid. Well, I've said things to you, and this was supposedly while I was walking in a neighborhood in downtown Cebu. Nobody was photographing little girls down their shirts. I never said those words. It goes to show you how far editing has come. I see it on Facebook every single day. There was supposed to be this video of this storm in the Philippines, and it wasn't even the Philippines. I've seen some of the signage on there. It was just something to get views and stuff. I've seen this. Phony baloney stories to get views and get people interested. And a lot of the voiceovers are not even a real person. Everything is AI. I would never walk down a street and say the things that was on that video. You'd have to be just as stupid as this goober is to do something like that. I'm capable of a lot of things, but I would never, ever be that fucking moronic to say something like that to my viewers, knowing they could record it, blah, blah, blah. All it was, I was walking down the street, not even on camera, photographing the neighborhood. There's dogs, cats around, children, all kinds of people on a busy street at night. They took the video and they edited it, and they used my voice and they put words in there that never, ever, ever came out of my mouth. I got a copy of that myself here. This is what goes on in our modern age of technology. But I want to hear an original recording from him where I said that his girlfriend was a whore and a prostitute. Otherwise, shut your fucking mouth, you bastard. Those accusations are not a defense for him, no. Stefan says, does he forget he actually hurt a child? I've got pictures to that too. Why don't I introduce that too, goober? Why not? Why not take out my whole fucking arsenal? Because since the damage is already done from you and your girlfriend, what do I got to lose at this point? Let's look at it that way, okay? I'll see you in court, mofo. Be there. Show up. Lots to come. Lots to hear. Be there. I can't speak for all my viewers, but I would think they would want to hear the actual recordings of me calling her a whore and a prostitute, of me threatening her and her family. You know what? She's got that in fucking writing, man. And if they find that she's fucking perjuring, I don't care what happens to her, to tell you the truth. Because she would have done the same thing as him. Gone over that fucking line. And it's not even totally going to be my doing. Because it comes out that she's perjuring herself, and they see the collusion between him and her for creating that complaint to try to get my fucking lily white ass deported from this country. That'll come out. That will come out. She decided to listen to him. He so innocently says, she did this on her own, like hell she did. Like fucking hell she did. Yeah, what child? Oh, I had problems with my tenants. They saw I was going to sell the house and see the paycheck. They were 4 months in arrears on their rent. Their kid came over the house. He's a good kid. He's 8 years old. And I was doing a live show at the time. We were talking about Fazio and the Mushroom Song and all that shit. So Barry's been just, it's about every one of his shows saying, disfiguring the whole situation. Say I had a kid on my lap, that I was grooming the child. That alone is a case. That alone is a case. That alone. I couldn't even describe to my viewers the way I'm feeling right now. I couldn't even possibly describe it. Because you wouldn't understand. I don't like this guy. And I'll use his own words. I despise this. And I don't want to call him a man. I don't know what he is, but he's not a real man. He's a coward. He's cocky. His mouth precedes him. His mouth has got him into trouble all his fucking life. All his fucking life. All his fucking life. He thinks I'm going to go easy on his fucking ass? What happened, bros? Bras? It ain't going to happen. Let him run his mouth. This got him in a great position so far, so let him continue. It's okie dokie with me. Let's see. Reset the case until after Christmas. Don't give Goober a chance to plead guilty. I have nothing to do with that. I don't even know if the case will go on the day, because it is the holiday season. And a lot of these officials, they take vacations, they go visit family, they go all this shit. I don't know. The case after that would be probably some into the first quarter of next year, probably. So the boy's going to spend a little bit more time to think in his lovely settings. Won't you be, won't you please, won't you be my neighbor? Imagine me in another cell next to him. That's all I'm going to say on that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'll say it for the last time. You've been running your mouth about all this crazy shit I'm supposedly said about your girlfriend. That's a crime right there, man. That's a fucking crime for you and your girlfriend. I don't give a fuck what she thinks about me. 'Cause I don't think much about her. But I'm not going to lie about something. Never called her a goddamn whore or a fucking prostitute. Never threatened her or her family at all. I want to hear and see the videos. I don't want to hear any bullshit. Your viewers, my viewers, they want to hear it. They want to hear the original audio, tape, whatever it is, video, where I said that about your girlfriend. Not a, what they call an insinuation. No, I want to hear where I called her a whore and a prostitute. Show it. Because she couldn't produce it on her fucking complaint. She talked about it, but she couldn't produce a document. There you go. Lastly here, Hedra. Goober must think if he pleads guilty, he will have some leverage over you with his girlfriend's bogus case against you. Time will tell, my friend. Time will tell. Won't it? Speaking of, my time is up. Folks, don't worry about the court case. It will handle itself. My testimony comes up next, as far as I understand. Could be wrong, but I think I'm set for that. And I'm going to blow the whistle on this motherfucker. Well, there's a standard set of questions I have to ask, from my lawyer, and then his lawyer gets to cross-examine. Did you know When he was cross-examining Gilda last time, oh, he goes, that's about all I got. He asked her some stupid questions. He had nothing else to say. Yeah, well, what is your relationship to Frank? And she told him. There was no pertinent questions that he asked at all. There was nothing. Then he said, after maybe 4 or 5 minutes, okay, well, that's all I have. Oh, we can get better than that. His lawyer knows how guilty he is. His lawyer obviously knows. But there's a couple of bucks to be made in it, so, he's there for the ride. Again, produce those videos where I called your girlfriend a fucking whore and a fucking prostitute. You slimy piece of shit. Produce it. Produce where I threatened her and her family. How did I threaten them? Do you think it's a threat by saying I'll take legal action on something? That's not a threat. That's, first of all, that's a promise. It's not a threat. Why do you think you're in the situation you are? I made a promise, not a threat. That your ass was going to be in jail one way or the other. And I kept my promise. It's not a threat. I wouldn't be stupid enough to threaten her and her family.